Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Breakfast Daily. And now we are getting into the community development segment. And well, today's topic is something that actually happened right here. It's something that Citi, always contributes to the society by finding talents. So we have been talking about Voice Factory for the longest. And just yesterday and Saturday was the auditions, day 1 and day 2. And I must tell you, it was great. So we are trying to find out who can be the potential star. Kweku, what did you think about the auditions?
Well, I mean, it was a fantastic experience. I just want to backtrack a little bit and talk about what it is that we do here in terms of contributing to the Ghanaian music space and Ghanaian community. When I joined Breakfast Daily, it's almost 4 years now since I joined Breakfast Daily. I noticed one of the things that was happening was that there were a lot of acts who were unsung, unseen,
and unheard of.
And some of them had their first breaks on Citi. There were people who basically got their career kick-started right here on Citi TV and on Breakfast Daily.
Yes.
And so, I mean, I can mention a few names. In fact, the last week, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, when Camido was here to talk about Adole, and Camido actually made mention of the fact that he was on our very first show, Breakfast Daily, and of course at that time nobody knew Camido.
True.
Nobody had heard of Camido, maybe apart from his community of friends. Nobody knew Camido, but look at where Camido is today. And he's a true friend of the house. You see, and so this is one of the things that we've done in terms of developing music within our community, within our space as Ghanaians. And Voice Factory is no different. It's yet another intervention to try and help upcoming potential stars to, see if their light will truly shine bright. And so auditions happened over the weekend, like you mentioned, and it was interesting. Some people came with all the swag and pizzazz, almost as though we got this, And then when they came to come and do the audition, you just wondered what happened,
Right.
I mean, you will see some of them. We will play some of them for you. But it was just fascinating to see them. There were some people too who seemed a little bit shy, and it's like, I don't know if I'm sure of myself and all that, and yet, boom, when they open their mouth,
when they open their mouth, it's actually a powerhouse.
Whoa, So we had quite a good experience.
I actually had a very good experience. I loved it, in the sense that you don't know what to expect from these people. You don't know what to expect from these people. And I also like the fact that a lot of young people came out, and the fact that they had the confidence and courage to say, okay, I can do this. I can really do this. And surprisingly, people actually came out of Accra. People came out of Accra.
People came from
and I was like, okay,
Accra,
that's
as far as Tamale, as far as Paga. We had one person coming from all the way from Chiana Paga.
And we had someone from Winneba, which I think was very intriguing because I wouldn't have thought anyone would have come all the way.
You see, the beautiful thing about TV is that TV is national. So everybody sees when we talk about Voice Factory. You see it across the country. Everywhere that people watch TV in Ghana, Citi TV is available, so they get to see this. So people, I mean, the person from Paga must have set off a couple of days, ahead to just make sure, the guy. And they don't have anybody. I think apart from their sibling, they don't have anybody in Accra. They don't know anywhere in Accra. So it's very interesting to have all those different and diverse experiences. Well, let's take a look at some highlights from our auditions. Voice Factory, Season 5.
The many talents aged 18 to 24 years who showed up on the second and last day of the Voice Factory auditions, the opportunity to explore was a major motivating factor. From the time they were welcomed to the moment of convincing the judges by their performances, the exuberance of the various talents was in no doubt. Talents from places such as the Upper East region, specifically Chiana, represented all music genres including rap, dancehall, Afrobeat, highlife, gospel and reggae were also represented. The vocal talents demonstrated promise following their delivery, creativity, uniqueness, confidence and stagecraft.
She got both feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Work it out and move. Work it out and move.
Well, others tried to impress the judges, but luck was not on their side.
I know say I've been gone for a long while. Maybe they go, but I know the peak.
You promise to be very, very, very disappointed. Stevie is not in this house. Steven.
Don't try, can't stand man. And if you dare try, can't stand man. Don't say me irate.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, I like your white.
It's my talent in the school I completed in the Tsunami region. It's also a music school. So through that I was able to have some idea about music. Until today, I never knew I still have a lot of work to do when it comes to my voice.
The auditions got more intense as the shortlisted participants got one more opportunity to impress the judges during the second round of the day in order to be part of the top 10.
I find you, I give you all you need, I know what you like. Oh yeah, I feel it coming.
Following the completion of the audition for the 2023 Voice Factory, the next process is to look out for the ones who qualify to be part of the main competition.
We've got some really good singers, and I think they are workable. I was impressed by a few of them, which is a good thing because we want really amazing singers on the show this season. So I think so far so good. Well, I'll say from experience, I've seen people actually come from nothing to something, and it's just because they were not given the opportunity to actually be in that environmental space. And I think Voice Factory is just doing that, and I think it's the right thing. Definitely they'll be coached. There's a music director, there's a band, all these things will play a lot in what they're going to get and what's going to improve their talents, basically.
The top 10 will be selected to be in the contest. What are you looking out for from these contestants?
I'm looking for a lot of things, but I can summarize it into dedication, actually putting themselves into everything that they want to do, listening to instructions, advice, especially getting themselves in a space whereby they can improve themselves or their voices during the period of the show. So they need to learn.
Apioko Serima Sean Abbey is head of programs production at Citi FM and Citi TV, and she speaks about the processes.
It blown my mind. This isn't the first time I've been on Voice Factory, right? Years ago, I began this journey. The kinds of voices, and they're so fresh, so new, green, unassuming. Somebody walks in and you can't really tell, and I've learned this over time, you can't really tell what's going to come out of a person's mouth just by looking at them. And there have been so many surprises along the way. But I can tell you that by the time we do get around to whittling down to the top 10, and that's going to be very difficult, I must assure you, we will have a very bold, bright, and stellar top 10. It's going to be a fierce competition. And again, it's not just about competing to win 20,000 Ghana cedis. Let me not dumb it down to 10. It's 20,000 Ghana cedis, right? It's not just about the bragging rights. But the kind of judges we've also had, you've seen them. these are professionals who have carved niches for themselves, who know the business of music. They know how to turn nothing into stardom.
Okay, so with the top 10, finally, how are they going to be announced, and on what platforms will they be announced on?
We'll do a big reveal, of course, Citi TV, on Citi FM. We just may invite you. Maybe some of you may be invited to come for the reveal, but people should stay tuned to Citi TV, Citi FM. Also follow.
All right, so that's some of what happened, just a little bit of what happened over the weekend here, right here at the Citi TV studios, and the audition was just fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I actually also loved the fact that, you know, the system in which they used for selection was really important to me. I mean, they saw hope in some people, and if they saw that hope in you, they actually say, okay, you know what, we'll give you another chance. You know, so it was like
come back and impress us.
Come back and impress us. It was not just a one-time thing where like, oh no, you just leave. You know, most competitions just say, hey, okay, no. But the judges, you know, like the well-experienced judges, they actually, you know, did their job really well.
And I like the fact that they would advise you, they will suggest things to you, they will say, we can hear this, try this, go and do this. Even though you have not qualified from the auditions, if you do want to take the music seriously, if you do want to take the singing seriously, these are some of the things you're going to have to work on, you know, and so on. So, and they took their time to help the contestants through that process. It was I think it was really powerful, you know.
It was powerful, the word is powerful. It was fun. And also, when it came to our host, Lourdes, you know, Lourdes brought the energy. She brought the Gen Z energy to the whole show, and it was exciting. And I really can't wait for you guys to watch this, because obviously we're going to be showing you more of this till the end of the competition. Yeah.
So look, for me, I'm looking at the judges, and we saw people like Edna Bright Davis, we saw Fredima was here, we saw Nikwe of the musical Lunatics, we also saw Dr. Adakwe. You know, these are people who are super experienced.
And our very own King of Accra.
Well, yes, he was also on there as well. You know, very experienced, very in their fields, their chosen fields, you know. And I think that they brought their A game to just make sure that they left no stone unturned in getting the very best. Because you see, it's about to start. Okay, the actual Voice Factory is now about to start. This is just the teasers that we're getting. This is just the, you know, the initial feels, okay, the auditions. That's
the preliminary stage.
Another 13 to 16 weeks is going to be every weekend back to back, watching the competition unfold as the top 10 contestants battle it out with each other, you know, pitching themselves against each other. And you know, and once you're in the finals, right, to go into the main competition, it's really a growth process. Some weeks will not be good, some weeks will be great, you know, but it's the entire season of 13 plus weeks, you know, that you get to really build yourself and take yourself to the point where, because eliminations won't, I don't think eliminations will start right away. You know, at least you will have a breathing period to hone your skills. They're going to go into a house, they're going to go into training, you know, there's going to be voice coaching, there's going to be a whole lot of different things that will be made available to them to improve their skills and grow, you know, during the entire season.
And you see, actually, with that process, and I think that actually makes everyone a winner. Not just the person taking away the 20,000, you understand? But I think that just makes everybody a winner in the sense that you also get to learn. You get to improve. So even though you don't see, even though you are not the winner, you might end up becoming the star if you take it seriously.
It happens every time. Many competitions do that. You know, where people came second, third, fourth, you know, but then at the end of the day, they have the biggest commercial career.
True.
at the end
True.
of the day,
True.
And so I think that it's one of those things that we're looking forward to see the stars that will be birthed out of this. I mean, case in point was that 2019, Araba was the winner. Araba has gone to school, to go and pursue her master's program. But after Araba came AJ Sam. AJ Sam has been signed up with Lynx.
Right.
He's now known as Kassar with Lynx, Lynx Entertainment.
Right.
So there's all of that.
Right. And now to link to that, a lot of people, especially the contestants, ask, okay, so what are we going to get apart from, what are you going to do for us apart from the 20K? So like he just said, AJ Sams is a perfect example. You never know who is watching you. You never know who's going to be interested in you. You never know who wants to, help you climb. Especially when it comes to music execs. Music execs are always looking out for new,
fresh talent.
Fresh talent always. So definitely, someone is going to be watching, and this is one of those platforms that are going to, that is going to be giving you that buzz that you need as a musician.
Yeah. Well, let me take you to something here. On Ghana Weekend, a story on Ghana Weekend here, just for us to get some context for this. And it says here, day 2 of Voice Factory season 5 auditions, participants enchant judges with stupendous performances. All right, and the story goes on to say, after enchanting judges with their spectacular performances during the day 1 auditioning on Saturday, May 20th, auditioning on day 2 of season 5 of this year's Citi FM and Citi TV's music reality show, Voice Factory, has also begun with electrifying performances from the participants. Now, once all auditions are completed, the top 10 contestants will be carefully chosen. And the list of these finalists will be announced through various media channels, generating excitement and anticipation for the main competition. Now, the top 10 contestants, in their quest to take home the ultimate prize of 20,000 Ghana cedis, will then embark on a thrilling journey, navigating through 12 weeks of themed competitions such as reggae dancehall, rhythm and blues, soul, pop, Afro-pop, high life, Afro-pop, hip life, high life, inspirational gospel, duet, that's a team up, face-offs, acoustic night, and artist night, right? Now, through these weeks, there will be eliminations leading up to the grand finale, where a panel of 3 judges will critically evaluate the contestants' performances and provide guidance through the weekly challenges. Now, the Voice Factory is an exhilarating music competition organized by Citi TV and Citi FM, providing a platform for young individuals to showcase their extraordinary music talents. So that's what we have for you. Now, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and then we'll bring you more from Voice Factory. All right, welcome back. And we're talking Voice Factory today. We're looking at the auditions that took place over the weekend. And it was a pretty exciting time for all of us here at Citi, watching all these young talents, coming through, vying for the opportunity to be part of the competition, which of course will be starting full flight in a couple of weeks. And so the auditions happened over the weekend. We have some more highlights from the auditions. Take a look.
Hi.
Hello.
Our very first contestant. How are you?
I'm fine, please.
Are you nervous?
No, please.
No, that's good. What's your name?
My name is Kennedy Calvin, aka Calvin Kane.
Say that again?
Kennedy Calvin.
Kennedy Calvin.
Yes,
okay, where are you coming from?
Kasua.
Kasua.
Yes, please.
How old are you?
20.
20?
Yes, please.
Okay. So what do you have for us today?
I'm here to sing.
You're here to sing?
Yes, please.
So what are you going to sing?
A gospel song by Limo Blaze.
Okay. All right. Well, when you're ready.
Okay. Oh, oh, Anything you do it for me. Anywhere you go before me. Hey, yeah, good God. This your love is sweeter than the honey. Anything you do it for me. Anywhere you go before me. Hey, yeah, good God, oh, you be good God. You just show me love. You be good God. Hey, yeah, good God, oh, you be good God. You just show me love. You be good God. Some may trust in horses, others in chariots, but I'll trust you. Yes, I'll trust you. Even when it doesn't seem like it makes sense, still I'll trust you. Yeah, I'll trust you. Hey, yeah, good God, oh.
King Bullet.
King Bullet. I see.
Wow. That's a powerful name. Okay, when you're ready.
Fire is.
Tell them say dance all I'm a deep and kill them more gangster. Me na program beam nation to the wood. Bullet on the street, we no complain, me no gun this. Being deaf for work and the rap in the street and deaf. Me na call live and the mash up the place. In the labadi gang, me the gang fan live. Me na complain, me na gang got a views. Pillar for rap in the street and the days. Bandy for work, me na do this and the care for the rap in the street. Then me na gang. Me na run them for the yard. Me na game for the yard, for the yard. Beam that a year, tandy that a charge. Fun never work on the yard. Beam mother 14 a rotting kill like boy man for the rob. Me na can live for the rob. Me na kill for up in the street and the just Jamestown way. Me na compa.
All right. Thank you very much.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. He said he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. The Lord which keepeth thee, he will not slumber nor sleep. For the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand, upon thy right hand. No, the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. He shall preserve thy soul, even forevermore. Oh,
Nameya bibini besia, nameya niya, amedi makumeina vamano. Baby, I made you muntu munsan mechira munkobio. Makaste wantasi. Ami baby, I made you muntu munsan mechi munkobio. Bebeina kanamia mao. Odono kofu pintasi. Musma me dono kofu pintaso. If you was embassy, akukurina ukasenti was embado. Baby, I made you muntu munsan mechira munkobio. Makaste wantasi. Ami baby, I made you muntu munsan mechi munkobio. Bebeina kanamia mao. Odono kofu pintasi. Miss Mamma don't kofu pintaso. If you was embassy, akukudina ukasenti was embado. Imu in the love kitchen.
Okay.
Matthew
we want to get to sing something else.
Yeah, can you sing something
because
else? Because you are Arthur, so you want to say Kofi Kudata.
Okay. What other song do you have?
High Life.
High Life, and which other one?
High Life by Fifi Benton.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's hear that.
Okay,
hold it. Do you have anything else that is not High Life? Okay, what do you have? Reggae? Okay, let's hear that.
Around cool, I can't really say I can't cool. Abanasa, mama and what? Me person me go grow me so and share me home. Yeah. Around cool, I can't really say I can't cool. Abanasa, mama and what? Me person me go grow me so and share me home. Yeah. When my nigga get a baby for me, na dream baby no be good for my head oh. Bug upon it they pressure me and baby I know one thing just to cool down my head oh. Suloni paja isawai, ni patu mi estuntun to become a janai. Baka be pan and research and sawai. Asa one can be soon on in problem in the kind. Me di do ma kwesi, so messy dying that you must summit chima with fear my betina. Me buy and akwesi. I didn't see kind of alibi.
I think you've got something.
Yeah.
Something which is captivating enough.
Yeah. And I think, again, down to song choice.
All right, so you saw Abiana there, you saw Fredima, and you saw Edina Bright Davis, and of course, the different contestants, auditioning and making, an effort that they can to find a place. I don't know if any of those we saw just now would have made it, but I can't see them because some of the talents I saw, these ones will not come close.
Oh, but they tried.
Boy,
let's give it to them. They actually tried. E for effort and energy.
No, A for effort. A for effort. You know when you go, when your report card comes at home and then they say, oh, your grades are D and E, but yes, A for effort.
Right.
You tried.
Right. I think they tried, and it was actually nice to see. It was actually nice to watch, and I also had the chance to, talk to some of them as they were waiting, and you could see that yes, although that there was a bit of anxiety, there was still excitement of being here. I'm here right now.
But didn't you also see how some of them just started to do, especially those who had a guitar? Because there was like 2 different times I noticed people came with guitars and then they'll just start vibing, and then others will be singing and they'll do collaborations and things together.
Lovely.
I'm like, wow,
and also
people don't even know each other, and just,
the spirit of collaboration, and that actually excites me. And also seeing that while they were waiting, especially the ones in the waiting lounge, while they were waiting, and they could actually watch what was going on.
Yes.
And what I noticed about them, if they saw any of them do really well, they clapped. They were excited, like, whoa, we didn't know he or she could sing. And that really made me happy because, although that they were there for themselves, it still seems like, although I'm here for myself, I really support others. And that's a good spirit.
But we see this when we watch competitions like The Voice, like America's Got Talent, British Got Talent, and so on. And you see that in the competition, they are rooting for those who are on stage,
doing well.
And sometimes you tend to think that, oh, well, maybe it's staged, right? But you realize that watching the same thing happen here organically without any influence, as they saw their colleagues standing up and doing well, they were excited for them. They were genuinely excited for them. It was really good to see.
It was so good to see. And that also makes me feel like there is hope, especially when people say, oh, we don't support our own.
It's not necessarily true.
No, it's not true. It's not true. Maybe there are some other factors.
There are other challenges that we may face.
That we face. But for the support, I saw pure support and love coming from each of them while watching their other ones show what they got. But it was lovely. It was really lovely. I enjoyed it.
Well, there's more competition talk in just a little bit when the Spelling Bee Top 3 for this year join us on the set. Don't go anywhere. We'll be talking to them soon, and they're getting ready to leave the shores of Ghana and go over for the script Spelling Bee in the United States of America. And so we're going to hear from them how the preparations been. Are they excited? What hopes do we have of doing a top 10 placement this year in the script Spelling Bee? It's going to be exciting. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.